What's up, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're going to be talking about my prediction for essentially the last primary of primary season going on tomorrow, Tuesday. It'll be between Ed Markey and Joe Kennedy. I should pull up the Wikipedia page for that. Yeah, alright, so all eyes are on the Democratic primary for the Senate election. I mean, this is a safe Democrat seat. I mean, like, literally every single prediction has it as safe. I mean, this is a solidly Democratic state. And as you can see, whoops, I banged my mouse too hard. It's between the incumbent Ed Markey, who's a popular progressive, and Joe Kennedy, who is famous for his name and for being a congressman from Massachusetts. He gave the Democratic response to the State of the Union. And he is more moderate. Like, they're both progressives, but Kennedy's more moderate than Markey is. So, yeah. I'm going to go live for this, by the way. But preview. It's basically pitting the establishment against the old guy who happens not to be establishment. I mean, like, either of these, whoever wins this primary is going to be the next senator from Massachusetts. And Kennedy is I'd say Kennedy is disliked by progressives solely because he's going up against a progressive, and they're painting him as a moderate when he's more liberal than most. I mean, like, go to their campaign websites. Markey is progressive, as we all know, but Kennedy, like, when you go to his website, he touts being a progressive, even though his record shows otherwise. Which Markey, in the debates between Markey and Kennedy, have been great. Markey has definitely won the debates there. So if we pull up the past results, I just want to show how this race was competitive. I mean, Markey got 62% of the vote. So, yeah. And so that's basically the preview. Look, there's not much to say about this. I mean, this isn't like the Kansas GOP Senate primary, or one candidate like Klobuchar was going to cost him a Senate seat. But whoever wins is going to destroy Shiva Ayyadurai, who I think is going to be the Republican running. But yeah, so let's go and pull up the polling data so we can just so the most recent polling, I'm trying to find where, they don't give you the date. Well, that sucks, but 3 of the 5 polls have Kennedy behind Markey, and the biggest margin is Markey up by 12. So, yeah, I mean, to be honest, I was under the impression that Joe Kennedy was going to win. I was under the impression that Joe Kennedy was going to win, but really, this is just Markey's starting to pull ahead in the polling data. If I can pull up this graph, I mean, purple is Markey, green is Kennedy. Wait, that's weird. Hold on, purple. Okay, well, that's contradictory because on this chart Kennedy's green, but on the other Markey's, I don't even know. Okay, Wikipedia, but originally back in 2019, Markey, Kennedy hadn't declared, but then when Kennedy declared, he got a good amount of he got a good lead here towards the end of 2019. Then it stabilized, kind of staying neck and neck, and then he had a bump in May, and that was when I started forecasting the Senate elections on this YouTube channel. I said Kennedy was going to win the primary, but since then he started to lose, fall under Markey, and Markey's just building on his lead, and now Kennedy's the underdog. So, yeah, and I'm going to pull up this 2016 primary between Sanders and Clinton. Sanders ended up losing, but a lot of those Clinton voters are going to go for Markey. So, yeah. Oh, whoops, I don't want to see a picture of Bernie Sanders. But in 2020, it was weird because Biden was essentially getting all the... I know Bloomberg, but Bloomberg didn't really campaign in Massachusetts, so he got maybe like a fourth of the moderate vote, whereas Sanders and Warren literally split the progressive vote. And Warren was from Massachusetts. That amplified how well she did compared to, Sanders. But the point is, presidential primaries aren't great for this. Markey wasn't, So, yeah. So my prediction for this is, I'm predicting that Markey is going to narrowly beat Kennedy, probably by like 4 or 5 points. So yeah, the bottom line is Kennedy has a chance, but I think that the flame has flickered for his promising primary challenge to Markey. I mean, like, people are starting to come around and realize that, like, if they want a progressive in the Senate, then they should just go with Markey because of his track record being better than Kennedy's. So, can Kennedy win? Yeah, and I'm not counting him out, but I'm just saying that I'm going to go with Markey, who's the popular incumbent. So people don't really have a problem with him, especially Democrats. So, yeah, alright guys, thanks for watching this video. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. We're currently at 684 subscribers. Let's get to 700 by September 5th, actually. I originally said September 10th, but since we're doing so well, all thanks to you guys. Let's get to 700 by September 5th. Also, be sure to check out Instagram. See all those links in the description. You know, it's fantasy politics, that league, and there is, of course, speaking of fantasy politics, by the way, the first race that was in there is the Massachusetts Senate primary. So if you pick Markey to win and Markey wins, that's a point for you. And if you pick Kennedy to win, guess what? Not a point for you. So yeah, check out all the links in the description. I'm sick of naming all of them, and see you all tomorrow. Be sure to check out the live stream, guys. 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. I know it's a little late, but I do my best.